Alright, hello everyone, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and that tender color in between. ShardThePhantom is bringing back more Bleach Brave Souls story campaign. Sorry I didn't upload Thursday. This is what happens when you're literally way too distracted with one video game for hours on end. And I know I said I was going to upload an online video too, I know. I don't know if I'll be able to do it today by this video, but I do want to try to post another one, so hopefully I can get one by next week maybe, because I only posted 2 videos this week, which isn't good, but with my schedule and all that, it's kind of hard to work around it. And if I'm quieter than normal, it's because my window's open, and we actually do live in a quiet neighborhood, so I don't want the neighbors to hear me. So last time we left off, I'm pretty sure Udio was about to Udio got mad or something. That's all I remember. And one thing I did notice, I think, was that if I complete the actual story campaign completely...
His arms and legs have been slashed by Ashiso Ichigo. How can he be standing?
That was quick. I was trying to explain how it was.
Of course, I know. He's using Ranso Tingai.
How do you know this?
Bundles of reishi that have been twisted together into a countless number of threads have now been attached to his frozen limbs, moving him around as if he was some kind of a puppet. Out of the 2,661 Quincy's that I've studied, not even a single one could perform even a part.
Why do you remember that number?
I thought that was a lost art. But look, here you are, having mastered it, and at such a young age. Does that mean you're what they call a genius? Excellent. Well then, I believe you won't bore me after all.
I don't even want to fight him because
I'm not going to kill you. I'm taking you back alive. Then you, and the girl of course, will become my latest experiments.
Oh, is it starting already? Thank God. Why is it daytime? Isn't it supposed to be night right now? Oh, no.
When I was a child, my father would sometimes reprimand me for spending so much time with my master in my attempt to become a Quincy. There's no sense in saving the dead. That's the Soul Reaper's job, he'd say. He completely hated Quincy's, despite having Quincy blood flowing in his veins. I couldn't understand his reasoning. The thing is, I could see the hollows, and I was also able to see the people that they attacked. He must have been able to see those things too. So how could he ignore them? I simply wanted a way to become strong. I wanted to be a powerful Quincy. That way, I could protect everyone from attacks by the hollows. Maybe then, my father would think that Quincy's were worth something. My master, who was also my grandfather, insisted that my father had a point. I remember he told me, what you think is the right thing to do depends on what you want to protect. I didn't understand what my father thought was right, what he wanted to protect. But my master told me that I would find out in due time. And he explained to me that when I did understand, I would know what I wanted to protect too. Then, the day came when my master entrusted me with something. It was the reishi glove. It is said that if one puts it on and trains for 7 days and 7 nights, they will reach the peak of their Quincy powers. However, as I came to learn, it is a mysterious artifact that once worn can never be removed. Because if it is, there is a terrible price that must be paid. Your powers as a Quincy will all be lost. I'm sorry, Master. Even now, I still don't understand my father. I'm not even sure what exactly it is that I want to protect. But I think that at least now I know what I won't allow to happen. I'm sorry, Master, but it seems one last time I'm disobeying you.
Oh, here we go. Oh my God, it's the fit. It's the cool fit. They really need to fix that.
What? What is going on? What is that? Oh my! Such spiritual pressure! I've never seen anything like it. Never before.
Why does he? It's the fact he looks so shocked, and I barely see that in the show. Defeat Mayori Kurotsuchi, reduce his ratio to 0, and reduce his ratio to 0 with a spiritual pressure move 1 Quincy arrow. I think I can do that, hopefully. Because I swear I cannot fight with a bow and arrow. This is so annoying.
Are you ready to accept defeat?
Awakening and reawakenings. Press L3 R3 when fighting spirit is at 100% to activate an awakening. This dramatically boosts your abilities as well as strengthen your key combos. Some characters like Uru Ishida can activate an even greater power under the right conditions known as reawakening. Fighting spirit increases when you damage enemies or take damage yourself.
Is he actually absorbing the buildings? The buildings in the Soul Society are all made of reishi. What he's doing is preventing the reishi from bonding, forcing them to become part of his strength. The reishi, it's being torn apart, and also is being bound to his will. You're going much too far now. You're exceeding your human limits, boy.
Does that count? It does, baby.
So I can still dodge it.
Beg for mercy and never appear before me again.
Why does he have the coolest
And I'll
lines?
let you live. Refuse, and I'll send a bolt that's 3 times stronger.
Don't push your luck, boy! You stupid Quincy! Very well then, have it your way. If that's the way that you want to play it, then I'll gladly return the favor. Just as easy as strangling a baby. Very well. I'll return.
I love how he's almost dead. Oh wait, hold on, you just... Oh wait, is
Your
my...
doom is sealed. Konjiki Ashisogi Jizo. It sprays a gigantic burst of lethal poison made from my own blood over a 100-mile radius. But of course, it won't hurt me at all. But in the end, you'll die, of course. I'm so sorry about that. But the fact is, you would never make a fit research subject.
I won't be the one to die. I'll shoot you before you can spray the fatal dose.
This is actually annoying.
Oh, please, go ahead. Be my guest. Shut up already.
Maybe if you'd stop playing like Bleach, I wouldn't have to do this. Very annoying. Why is he taking no damage? There we go, Jesus. I was not about to lose this.
Out on my next attack.
It's funny because
This will finish you.
it's funny because like I know the reason why I'm losing health, but jeez, real moment success. Oh, they modeled that. Oh, and he has a hole in his stomach. He sounds so depressing. Oh God. Oh no, bro. Ooh, excuse me.
Captain?
I don't want to hear this every time, bro.
Damn you!
Where's his eye?
You stupid Quincy!
Does it have the ability to liquefy whatever it cuts? Did you save that move? Hold it so you could use it when you'd want to make your escape?
Oh god, there's actual sludge.
You were close, Quincy. I can't actually attack at the moment. But then again, I also can't be attacked either. I'll be like this for a few short days at most. And then afterward, I'll simply return to the department in order to fully recover.
This
and
is
now,
disgusting.
Goodbye, Quincy. You were more trouble than I expected. But in the end, I will live and you will die. That hasn't changed at all.
The poison in my system. If I don't do something fast.
Mr. Quincy, sir, please, if you look under the badge on my left arm, then you'll find an antidote there.
Would you be more comfortable lying down?
No, I'm fine like this.
Here, you first.
I swear these ain't.
No, I'm going to be all right. Our blood's the same. He and I share similar biology.
Ow.
So you see, the poison won't harm me. Do you think it's some kind of trick or something? Then please, pour some into my mouth first if you need reassurance. Go on, I'll show you.
That's okay. Why would you poison me? Why now, when I'm already poisoned?
Huh, good question. It's actually...
Thank you very much. I realized that you could have killed him by aiming for his head, but in the end, you didn't.
That was a fluke. Actually, I shot to make a kill.
Thank you. I'm very grateful. I'm glad you didn't kill my lord. Giving you the antidote was the least I could do to thank you for that.
I don't get it. Why would you want to protect a father like that?
I don't know. But when I realized that he'd survived, I just felt kind of relieved. Please, leave after you drink it. The other guards will certainly be coming shortly. They would have seen Ashisogi Jizo. I'll be all right, I promise. I'm sure the guards will tend to me.
Not gonna lie, I said this again, and I'll say it one more time, and maybe
thanks
another.
For the medicine.
There are some characters, there's some people in the Soul Society that I genuinely like. She's one of them. I'm very glad they're actually just trustworthy people that you can actually just hang out with. It's good to know.
My legs feel like lead, and I can't lift my arms. The rents in Tenkai must be wearing off. Finally, it seems that my time as a Quincy is coming to an end. But at least, I was still able to make my way to the Senzakyu. Ichigo, Orihime, Chad, Mr. Yoruichi,
Mister.
and Ganju. All of them. They're probably on their way now.
Why is the staircase that steep? That makes no sense. But hey, I don't question anything like that.
If it isn't just yet, I'm confident that it'll happen eventually. I'm sure it's only a matter of time. I just have to wait. Although, seeing as I was the one who got here first, I suppose I should go save Rukia. I bet Ichigo wants to be the one to rescue her. He'll probably be mad if I beat him to it.
That would be funny, actually. Oh, I actually kind of forgot about this point. Ah, boy.
It's nothing personal, but it's essential that we maintain the peace. Cry, Suzumushi.
If this happened in the anime, what did he even do? Did he just...
Forgive me, Ryoka. These pointless battles are at an end.
I love how his dreads look blue and his hair is literally purple just because of the shading.
Sleep now.
It's so funny.
Your struggles will be over soon enough.
I really do hope they have more characters to this game. Alright, that's 15 minutes. That's an interesting amount of time. But that part of the story is done, and I have... What the heck is that? Secret mission. Got a green key, too. A green key. Oh, interesting. Pride and Blade. So this is the part where we basically got rescued.
Why? Why'd you take me out of there? I had the best chance of coming out alive, of anybody there.
That's questionable.
Now Ganju, Hinataro, and Ruki are gonna get killed.
Who do you think you are? You had no chance. No one there could have done it. They couldn't have fought against Byakuya and lived.
Look, you!
I know that must have hurt.
Stop shouting. You're just going to open up your wounds again.
Man, I know that must have hurt.
Carrying you away was the best I could do. It was the only way to escape Byakuya.
But why me and not Rukia? Huh?
Listen, absolutely nobody who was there had any hope of defeating Byakuya. Believe me, Ichigo. But in 3 days, you might very well have a chance. That was my reasoning. You were the logical choice. And there's more. Byakuya wasn't alone. Ukitake was there as well. He was Rukia's direct superior. He's a very dutiful man. I'm sure he won't kill Ganju, and that youth who tried to rescue his subordinate. They'll be all right, Ichigo. You just need to concentrate on becoming stronger. You can't defeat Byakuya as you are now. But I'll train you so that in 3 days you will. And then, with your very own hands, you'll be able to save all of your friends.
So this is the training arc episode. I wonder who I'm actually... Man, if I fought against Zangetsu, that would be actually very cool.
I want to ask you a question. Are you aware that Zangetsu is a constant release Zanpakuto?
It is? When you say constant release, you mean like Kenpachi's? I always knew this sword was different from the others. It doesn't actually change shape. I mean, not even if I call its name.
Just as I thought. Well then, in that case, you probably also weren't aware that Zangetsu had a second release. All Zanpakuto, including Zangetsu, have 2 different distinct stages of release. The first stage is called Shikai, and the second one is called Bankai.
Ew, why does it look like
They're
that?
mandatory for a captain. That is, they all need to be able to perform both of them.
What? Mandatory?
That means every captain has mastered both Shikai and Bankai. Or at least everyone has aside from one exception.
Exception?
Kenpachi Zaraki. In the long history of the
Okay,
Soul
so that's
Society,
actually
he's
true,
the
but that would
only
technically
captain.
mean
The only one who's ever achieved
the captains that have
without being able
Bankais
to
and never
perform
use them
Bankai
really
or
just held
knowing
out
the name
against
of
us.
his
That's crazy.
Zanpakuto.
I'm a little
The
upset now.
13 court guard squads valued his fighting prowess and dedication so much that they waived the requirement. But then you got to experience that skill firsthand. In terms of the Zanpakuto's combat ability, the difference between Shikai and Bankai depends on the individual's innate talents and training. But generally, it's 5 to 10 times greater.
10 times?
Astonishing, isn't it? But because of that, even for someone with talent, it can easily take 10 or more years of training to master Bankai.
I could have sworn that number was bigger
I don't
in
have
the
that
anime.
much time.
No, of course you don't. When I say 10 or 20 years, I'm talking about more traditional, normal training. There are serious risks involved, but I'm taking a completely different approach with you. You're going to learn Bankai in just 3 days.
Man, I feel like I haven't seen that thing.
What's with that goofy-looking doll?
I haven't seen that since Bleach Brave
It's
Souls.
a Tenshin Tai, a vital spiritual tool that's used by the Stealth Force. It will forcibly transfer and externalize the soul of a Zanpakuto.
Hold on, I don't get it. We need that to practice Bankai?
Yes.
Of course. The central essence of Shikai is to communicate and synchronize
Oh my
with
god,
your
they just have the
Zanpakuto.
model for
But using
Zanpakuto?
Bankai requires externalizing it and forcing it into submission. And that means instead of you entering the world of the Zanpakuto to communicate with it, what you do instead is summon the Zanpakuto into our world. It usually takes more than 10 years of training to learn how to perform the move. But there's something I'm counting on. You were able to fight Kenpachi Zaraki to a draw. It's my belief that despite your lack of long-term training, you're ready to externalize Zangetsu.
Oh.
You know what I'm talking about. Piercing this with Zangetsu will force it to happen. I'll use my powers to keep him in that state. But the thing is, this can only be done once, and it lasts for just 3 days. I know it's quick, but somehow you must force Zangetsu to submit within that time frame. If you can do that...
I won't ask what happens if I fail. I mean, if it's really the only way, then I'll just have to do it.
Man, he got the thing standing up.
Well now, it appears that you made a full recovery, Ichigo.
Is that the goat?
Zangetsu.
Please tell me I get to fight him. I will literally be... I will be so happy if I get to fight him. Please tell me I get to fight him. Wow, look at all those swords.
What the heck?
Only one of them is real. I mean, that's actually the real me.
I forgot they all had
There's
like
just
these
one
distinct
available
looks.
solution. I can only be defeated by that sword. In other words, if you want me to submit, you have one option. You're going to have to find it before I kill you. And then, you're going to have to cut me down.
Imagine that, a mini game where you have to find the right... You have to fight with the sword and then it breaks and you have to get another one. Man, I guess Peroxa really did have
Never
a
take your eyes off the enemy. That's 52.
Damn. Oh man, I almost had him.
Impressive. He's come a long way in a short amount of time. Before, he was relying on Zangetsu's strength. But now, he's learning at a frightening pace, and reaching a rather frightening level as well. Kisuke, it seems that it's just as you said. He is truly... Looks like we're just about out of time.
Not beat yet! Huh?
Drop the sword, Ichigo. Day 1 is over.
These cutscenes really do be long, though. I'm not even joking. It's already the 23-minute mark. Oh my god, please no.
A hot spring.
Oh, wait, I know what
no
they're about to
idea
do.
this
This is
was
gonna be so
even here.
funny.
What the heck's going on? What kind of hot spring is this? My wounds are healing, and the pain's going away.
So, how's the water?
Oh, Ms. Yoruichi. Yeah, it's perfect. Just perfect.
Oh my god, yes. This is funny.
Hey, you know, I've been thinking this reminds me of that one place. The one under Urahara's shop. The training ground?
Yes, I imagine it would. You see, that study room was modeled on this place.
It was?
Yes, there's actually quite a lot of personal history here for me. This was originally created as Kisuke's and my secret playground. We built it deep under the Sokyoku.
Secret? Come on. How do you secretly build a place like this?
That's a good question.
Kisuke had a reputation as a bit of a rogue. He always had a talent for getting himself into mischief. But that was long ago. When we were children, we played here practically every day. After he joined the 13 Court Guards, and I joined the Stealth Force, we would come here together to train. And...
Wait, just hold on a minute. The 13 Court Guards? Then he was a Soul Reaper?
That angle is way too funny.
Kisuke?
Yeah, oh man, I knew it! He knew way too much about the Soul Society. And he's got a Zanpakuto. And some of the guys here gave me funny looks when I mentioned his name.
This is not part of the story, but this is
Miss
so funny.
Yoruichi, listen. This guy, what exactly is he?
That fool. He kept it to himself. He didn't tell you everything, did he?
I don't think he would.
All right. There's no reason to keep it from you now that we've come this far.
Finally, lore.
You see, Kisuke is actually the previous captain of Squad 12, and he's also the founder and first chief of the Department of Research and Development.
Come on, Samimaru.
Captain Aizen.
Jesus, everyone's just planning a breakout?
Oh no. I actually drew my sword against Momo. I'm terrible. How could I? I'm just the absolute worst.
Bro, calm down.
Who is it? Whoa. Oh boy, this is ugly. I can't even look. Captain Ichimaru. You look tired, you poor thing. Would you like it if I gave you my help? Come with me, Ichigo.
Oh, that was a cut. Oh, that was a cut scene. I didn't even know. Oh my god. So now what? So this seems to be the what's it? This is the Gin versus Toshio route. So let's do this real quick. Let's just do the routes that cut off before we actually continue the main one. Might as well.
Beg your pardon, but Captain Hitsugaya and Lieutenant Matsumoto here?
What is it?
I'm sorry to interrupt, sir, but we received an urgent report from the guards at the prison. Lieutenant Sabarai, Hinamori, and Kira. They're all missing from their cells.
It's completely destroyed. Did that girl really do all this?
I have absolutely no excuse. When Lieutenant Hinamori called me, I turned around and everything went white.
She must have used Bakufuku.
It's not like she was going to be executed, so why?
Ultimately, there's only one reason. Rangiku, go back without me, because I'm going to rescue Momo.
So if what he said is true, that would mean Ukitake has a Bankai too, but we've never seen it. Unfortunately.
For a time, I didn't believe it.
Who knows?
But it's true. Isn't it, Captain Aizen? Whether I want to believe
Okay,
it or
whose
not,
Bankais have we not seen yet?
he was the one who killed you.
Squad 4. I forgot who Squad. Oh no, Squad 3 was Gin. We saw his.
I figured that I'd find you two together.
4.
Just as
Never seen 5, and we know who 5 is. I don't remember who 6 was.
Opened from the outside.
Who was 6?
Your performance was lacking this time.
6.
I'm afraid that you didn't cover your tracks very well.
Who was 6 again? So hard to remember nowadays.
What's that? Cover my tracks?
It was one of the
Actually, I did that
few
on
guys,
purpose.
I think. But
I wanted to be sure that you'd know.
I'm glad that I was able to get here before
13.
Momo. I'm going to kill you.
12.
You'll be gone before she.
Yeah, I really gotta
gets
look at the list again because I do not remember.
Momo!
At last, I finally found you. So this is where you were.
What was 6 again?
Stop, Momo! He's too strong. Just stay back. Let me deal with him. Momo!
I don't remember who 6 was. I don't know why I can't.
Momo?
This is payback for Captain Eisen.
If you are reading this, then I am probably dead. Therefore, Momo, I must confide the truth of what I have discovered. I need to tell
I have
it
to
to
sit
the
here and
one
listen to this.
person
I'm just
that I
gonna
put
look
my
this way,
trust
like I'm
in
looking at the
most.
text.
The truth about why Rukia Kuchiki must be executed, and why the execution date always keeps changing. In the course of my investigation, I reached a conclusion. The true goal of the execution is not to kill Rukia Kuchiki. On the contrary, the execution has been contrived so that a certain something may be stolen. And that thing is the Sokyoku. The Sokyoku, whose seal is only removed for executions, has the destructive power of 1 million Zanpakuto contained within its blade. The Taka has the defensive power to block an equal number of Zanpakuto.
But how do you steal that?
And in addition to all that, when it's being put to use in order to execute a Soul Reaper, its power can be increased, momentarily at least, several dozen times over. The one who plotted Rukia's execution intends to use the Sokyoku to destroy not only the Seirete, but essentially annihilate the entire Soul Society as well.
Bo is such a
The
liar.
name of that despicable person is Toshiro Hitsugaya.
The fact you believe him
Wait,
makes no sense to
Eisen
me.
really said that in his letter.
Yes, and it went on. It said, "Tonight, I have called him out to a meeting at the Sacred Eastern Wall. No matter what it may cost, I must foil his plan. If he will not back down, I am prepared to cross swords with him.
The fact you believe
But if
that.
I end up dying, Momo, please carry on for me. It will then fall to you.
You know, if I was younger, I probably
You
would have
must
believed it
kill
because, you know, I watched the show as a kid,
That's
so
my will.
there was like,
My last wish.
until the episodes came
I
out, there
know
was no
it's a lot
information
to
to be
put on
had,
you.
so.
I ask this not as captain of Squad 5, but simply as a man.
Are you crazy, Momo? Think about it. I'm dead, so avenge me? You really believe that nonsense? You think Eisen would ever actually say that? That's not the Eisen I knew. He wasn't a blithering idiot who'd start a fight he knew he couldn't win, and he wasn't a coward who'd make his subordinates clean up his mess either.
But that's really what it said! I didn't misread it. I'm sure it was Captain Eisen's handwriting.
Why do you know someone's handwriting? That's what scares me the most. If you know someone's handwriting,
I didn't want to
that's
believe
concerning.
it. I was desperate not to, but what could I do? It was his last wish.
I'm just...
Captain Eisen!
Yeah, I ain't dealing with this gaslighting. I'm about to read, bro.
I
In
don't
fact,
know.
where's a Bleach book, real quick?
I just don't know what to think.
Let me get the drip out. I ain't flexing, legit, but my parents did get this for my birthday,
seems
and
that
I
Momo's
genuinely
too
am
upset to
so
think
glad they
straight.
did.
There's no
Because
way
now I don't have to wait
Eisen
for
would ever
literally
write a
the
letter like that. I can only conclude that someone must have forged it. Perhaps it was so Momo and I would turn on each other and kill each other.
What was this? Oh yeah, I gotta remember, they can literally just walk on air.
I get it. This too, eh? Is this more of your conniving handiwork? Is it, Dean?
But yeah, they luckily I don't have to wait for the show to come back out, for God's sake.
I have to say that wasn't nice, Captain. You really didn't need to go as far as that. You didn't have to hit the poor girl so hard, did you?
Dean.
Oh yeah, I think my mother has like a Toshio sword in her room. I think. But I don't remember what sword it was. She has a lot of stuff in there. But let's just play this mission. While I'm waiting, let me see what book I was on, because I keep forgetting what book I'm on half the time.
Convenient time for the alarm to sound, eh?
You never change one whit. Well, I hope you can enjoy the ringing of the alarm while you can, because you aren't going to be hearing it ever again.
That's it?
What exactly are you up to? Aizen just wasn't enough for you? So you had to make Momo suffer too? Is that it? She was gripping her sword so hard that her skin was pierced. And now she's bleeding. You've gone much too far this time.
Why, I don't know what you're talking about.
Stop saying that.
I warned you, Geen, didn't I? I thought I was clear about it. I said that if you made her bleed, then I'd kill you!
My. Well, if it isn't the captain of Squad 10. If you draw your sword here, you know what'll happen, right? Then I'm going to be forced to stop you.
Captain Ichimaru.
Stay back, Izuru. You don't want to die yet, do you?
Wait, is he a character?
Stupid. Staying back isn't good enough. Disappear. Go. And when you can't see us anymore, just keep going. The thing is, if you're within 3 Ri, I can't guarantee that I won't end up killing you.
What's that translated to in like miles or kilometers or whatever? Legit, what's that translated to? Because what's 3 Ri? Secret mission. Reduce ratio to 0 with spiritual pressure move 2. Hyoryu send I can't read. Jeez. But how am I supposed to do that? Well, it doesn't matter. I can do it. It's gonna be annoying to hit though, because I got probably gonna hit his health low. Gotta get that ice up low.
You're not getting away. Very nice. Did you figure it out? Very nice.
We are not taking this seriously. So slow.
What type of nonsense? There we go.
My sword's drawn. If you're within 3 Ri, you have nowhere to run. This is over now!
Oh, that's what he said.
It's a dragon of water and ice, created by overflowing spiritual pressure. It can even control the weather. It's the first time I've seen it.
My
this is
king,
Captain
your range is
Hitsugaya's ultimate
Oh,
water ice
what the?
Santo, Hyorimaru. So much water, and so fast.
You fight so strangely.
Oh, I missed it.
Strike back. You're not getting away. Strike back. Very nice.
Let's enjoy this. I didn't feel that. I didn't feel that. Close one.
What the? Whoa, he just weaved me. Oh, shoot.
Dodging would be a waste of time.
Oh, God, let's go. Let's go. Yeah, see, I can't do it yet. What is that move, bro? Can't do that yet. There we go.
My sword's drawn. If you're within 3 Ri, you have nowhere to run. This is over now.
You can probably search up what 3 Ri is in Okay, so that is what a Soul Crazy is. Why do I keep hearing the doors close? Is that what I'm hearing? Bruh.
It's
over, Keen.
Shoot him dead. She's...
You sure? If you dodge it, the girl will die.
Okay, that's... Okay, that was kind of funny.
I'm sorry, sir. I headed back to the squad barracks as you ordered, but I sensed Hyorin Maru's spiritual pressure and had to come back. Please withdraw your sword, Captain Ichimaru. Because if you do not, you'll have to deal with me.
Stop right there, Keen!
Rather than chasing me, you should instead see to your little friend there.
Dang, Bo just walked away with the coldness.
If you hadn't shown up when you did, Momo would be dead. Thank you, Rangiku.
Not at all. That bad habit of yours, which you apparently still can't shake, disappearing without even letting me know where you're going. Geen, I don't understand. Where exactly are you trying to go?
Oh yeah, I forgot they were friends or something.
I wonder about Aizen's letter. How much of it was fabricated? The part about the power of the Sukioku being released by Rukia Kuchiki's execution, and the plot to take its power and use it to destroy the Soul Society.
It's the fact that game
could it possibly all be true? And if it is, if that really is the plan that Geen's working toward, then
There's the
A hell butterfly?
Attention all officers. This is a report on the latest developments. The date of Rukia Kuchiki's execution has been rescheduled. The sentence will now be carried out 29 hours from this time. This decision is final. There will be no further changes. That is all.
The fact they kept changing that is crazy.
Captain?
If the execution and the release of the Sukioku truly are part of Geen's plan, I can't allow him to succeed with it. Follow me, Rangiku. We're going to stop the execution.
Alright, that's the backstory done. And that's the secret mission done too. Now, we're on Dreams of Penitence. Okay, so this is a cutscene thing, so there's no fight, so I'm
with a little help from allies old and new, Ichigo Kurosaki was able to invade the Seirei-tei at the center of the Soul Society in order to save Rukia Kuchiki. Despite the growth his allies saw in the battle against powerful foes, the road to rescue Rukia was a long one, with Uryu Ishida and Yasutora Sato passing out along the way. A shocking development occurred. An urgent message from Seirei-tei brought news of
Man, you really gotta
unimaginable
pause to
death
read
of
this, because I
Shosuke
cannot,
Aizen,
because that's
the
like way too
captain
much to
of
read.
Squad 5. The Soul Society was drawn into chaos wrought by our hero's invasion of the Seirei-tei.
The time approaches.
Some 13 Court Guard Squad captains aim for our heroes. Others change their thoughts after encountering Ichigo. Others have doubts about their comrades as the situation unfolds. Captured by Soul Reapers, Ishida, Chad, and Gunji trust in Ichigo and lay low in jail. Meanwhile, Ichigo trained with Yoroichi to achieve the true might of a Soul Reaper, the Bankai.
The Bankai. The Bankai. I wonder something.
It's daybreak. Just 2 days are left now. Ichigo has improved rapidly in the short time he's been training. Compared to the average Soul Reaper, his pace has been astonishing. But that improvement only applies to his combat skills. His spirit energy hasn't increased much at all. At this rate, can he truly master Bankai in 2 more days? Should I extend his training further? It might be something to consider. In the time since we got here, we've come to learn that the timing of Rukia's execution was cut by 5 days to 25. So that means that even after 3 days of training, we'll still have another 8 days to spare. Since that's the case, extending his training is more than possible. But should I? That's the real question. It took Kisuke 3 days for him to be able to achieve Bankai, and he was of the mind that spending any longer on it would actually prove to be dangerous.
Huh. Kisuke achieved Bankai in 3 days? That's crazy.
I'm not entirely confident that it can withstand the extra days of training. I know. I'll give it 1 more day. If there's no change in his spirit energy in that time, I'll just have to take the risk.
Rukia Kuchiki, it's about the day of your execution. You see, it's been changed once again. The execution will be tomorrow.
The execution is tomorrow. But before the execution arrives, I'll make a request. I'll ask them to return Ichigo and the others safely to the world of the living. I am from the Kuchiki clan after all. Given that, they just might honor my request.
At least she's still thinking about
it, right? Tomorrow. It came as a shock to me.
Oh, I just realized my green screen is slightly more because of the fan.
I wasn't sad. It must be because
doesn't look like I'm touching it.
Of the dream I had last night. It must be because of my dream about the night that I'll never be able to forget.
Is this the Kaien thing? I think this is
Lieutenant!
the Kaien thing.
Kaien!
Okay.
Kaien! Kaien!
The fact you guys really decided to add Kaien as a character, bro. I'm not mad.
That memory.
But
it's one from when I'd just become a Soul Reaper. A memory of days long past. After I was adopted into the Kuchiki clan, I was given special treatment, and I was allowed to enlist in Squad 13. The other squad members almost immediately singled me out and became cold. They began to distance themselves from me, except one. The only person who made me feel like I belonged was none other than Kaien Shiba. He was Squad 13's lieutenant. He was also my immediate superior. It was an ordinary greeting, an ordinary chewing out. An ordinary relationship between superior and subordinate. But ordinary was exactly what I wanted. It's what I'd been searching for.
Nothing wrong with ordinary.
Nice. Just being around him. It made me feel so comfortable. But regrettably, those ordinary pleasant days didn't last long. Soon enough, they were brought to a very abrupt end. It all started when a hollow recon mission went awry. We'd received the dreadful and unexpected news that Kaien's wife, Miyako, had tragically been slain by an enemy hollow.
And I really do need to be watching
volunteered for the combat squad to go after the hollow that had killed his wife. Captain Ukitake and I both joined him. We made our way to the Mystery Hollow's nest.
Captain, please, sir, let me go alone.
Even now, I remain full of questions about that day. Why didn't I try to stop him? Why didn't I try to do more? Our foe's capabilities were unknown, and yet you set off to face it alone. We knew it was extremely dangerous right from the start. But Captain Ukitake didn't stop Kaien, nor did he move to assist him.
Listen, and remember this well. There are two kinds of battles. Each time that we seek to engage in
I'm
a
not gonna
fight,
lie, when you hear a
we must
voice actor,
understand
you
its
get the
true
whole
nature.
I feel like
Whether
I've
it's a
heard
battle
him
to
somewhere
protect
before
life,
mindset,
or
because
a
I
battle
swear I
to
feel like I've heard
defend
this
honor.
voice actor too, and I don't even know who this
then-
is.
Kyan? Sir?
What's that? Did you just call my name, little girl?
There is
I
no
soon
way they
discovered
kept the
that the
exact
Kyan
same
I
hollow
called to
voice actor from
was
so
no
long
longer the
ago.
Kyan that I
There ain't
once
no
knew so
way.
well, that
Nah,
hollow.
bruh.
It
They
possessed the
wildin'. They really be
ability to
keeping
take
people from
over another
2
person's body.
decades ago.
It did so by fusing
Nah,
the spiritual
they
entity
wildin'.
with that of the other.
Run, Rukia. Go on. Get out of here. Do you want to die?
When I heard the sound of Captain Ukitake's voice, I simply fled.
That actually looks so
Why, I
nasty.
asked
His arm
myself,
actually looks
why is
grotesque.
this happening? Lieutenant Kyan! But before I realized what I was doing, I had returned to face it again. Of course, I had no plan in mind at all. Deep down, I knew that I couldn't just give up and run away. I knew I had to do whatever I could to try and save the lieutenant.
Kill him! Do it! He isn't Kyan anymore!
From that point onward, my memories aren't very clear. But I know that when I came to, my Zanpak toe was embedded in Kyan's chest. His form slumped over my shoulder.
Captain, thank you very much. I appreciate you allowing me to fight. Rukia, I owe you an apology.
Is bro glowing?
I'm sorry that I ever got you into this mess. You must have been scared. Thank you. I'm grateful. Because now, I can leave my heart behind.
No, there's nothing to thank me for. Nothing at all. I ran away because I was afraid to fight against you. The fact is, the only reason that I came back is because I couldn't stand my own cowardice. I only used my blade because I couldn't bear it any longer. I couldn't stand to see you suffer. I did it all out of selfishness. I did it for myself. I'm pathetic. So pathetic.
Okay, I don't think that was anything. I just heard a
I don't
pop
deserve
sound.
anything at all.
I think we're good.
I'm not worth saving. I'm not worth shedding any blood over. I'm not worth anything.
I still hate it when anime characters say that.
Byakuya! We have a problem. Rukia's execution is...
I know. The Hell Butterfly informed me about it just a short while ago. So, what then? What of it?
What?
The execution is tomorrow. If that is the decision, then I have no choice but to accept it. Don't bother me with such petty matters. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Why, you're heartless. Didn't you hear what I said? Doesn't it mean anything to you? It's tomorrow! Tomorrow! By noon tomorrow, your very own sister will be...
Oh yeah, he's sick. I gotta remember this stuff, dude.
Get a hold of yourself. You're going to shorten your life, Jushiro. Once you've allowed one of your people to die, frankly, 2 or 3 more really don't make any difference. In any case, she's a member of my family. It really has nothing to do with you. It's not your concern whether she lives or dies. Please don't do anything foolish.
What would you have done differently in the situation? Would you have attacked Byakuya and kicked him a few times, perhaps? The lone captain making a fuss won't do anything to sway the tribunal. So instead, would you have been so bold as to actually attempt to save Rukia? No. Most likely, he wouldn't have done either of those things.
It seems to me that whenever you were faced with a decision, you always chose the path of greatest peril. Isn't that right, Gaia?
%. So we have three fights, and didn't I get a green key or something? And this is a cutscene. Alright, so after that, I was thinking about ending the video, and because we're reaching the 1 hour mark, the best I can do is either I could do one of these, but what I want to do is actually just save it for the next one. Because honestly, I'm not exactly sure. Because unfortunately, I am going to have to cut things a bit short because it's almost 3. I swear, there's always something constant going on in the world. But it's not my fault that it happens. Because you can't control outside forces. And if you could, then you're something... I don't know what I'm doing. I'm going to end things here. I'm not going to try to, like, extend the video to an hour. There's no need for that. But, we are actually getting close to the end of the Soul Society arc, which, honestly speaking, there must be a lot of, like, side quests and stuff, because the main story is technically technically over halfway done right now, so we're actually almost near the end. So, yeah, we're actually almost done there. But other than that, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to leave a like and subscribe so you don't miss the next one. Leave a comment for your thoughts or anything else. Other than that, got my wrist. Okay. I hope y'all have a good rest of your day and y'all stay safe. Much love and peace out. See you in part 7, I believe, because I swear I really don't keep track of these right now.